race because they're looking for results. A system that could knock McDonald's out of the park and put Shakeology up there. Come on. A system that you can do and all your coaches can do. And then look what we've brought. Packs that make it easy. The tools that just make it so easy. Right on your website. Click. I'm taking the Beachbody Challenge.
I love you,
We're going to hear from some coaches today, but before I get started on that, I do want to thank so many of you. We have been working over the past few months with a beta group of coaches that have really helped us dial in the tactics behind the success for the Beachbody Challenge. So I'm really excited to share that with you today, but I want to thank all of you personally. I've been out on the road and I've had a chance firsthand to hear and see these successes. So we're going to get busy right now and share this business building system with you. First of all, I'm going to reiterate, it's the game plan, right? It's all about the game plan sharing cycle, finding and inviting people to your Beachbody Challenge. So along with staying in line with the game plan, here are some of the things that we learned from this beta group. People are craving accountability. People who are dying and just starving for an opportunity to have a method to get healthy and fit. They're not only craving accountability, they just want you to tell them what to do. That's all they want. They don't care what it costs. They don't. They just want to know what to do, and please hold me accountable so I can get to my results, so I can get to my goals. And that's what we're going to do as coaches. We're going to be really successful at that. And as we are, they're going to be very successful in sharing how they got their results with everyone they know. Contact list. Let's talk about what we do in the sharing cycle for Find. No change, no difference, right? We're going to have that contact list. You've got your tools in the Coach Training Academy under the reference section. You can go right there, download the contact list. By the way, for those of you who don't know, it's interactive. So when you download it, save it on your desktop, you can just start loading it in. Doesn't get any easier than that. Use the memory jogger. That's there for you. Look at your list of the contacts that you have in Facebook, or perhaps some of you in LinkedIn. So you've got a large group of people to reach out to find and then invite them to your Beachbody Challenge. You're going to make sure you schedule your kickoff day, make it firm. That's when the program starts. That's when that group is all going to begin working out together. Same day, same time, same back channel, okay? You want to make sure you back up the final cutoff for your order date at least a week to 10 days in advance. That's important. It's important because they all need to get their product in time. So no matter where you are, if you will just take a look at a calendar, pick your kickoff date, draw back that 7 to 10 days, that's your final order date. And that's what you're telling everybody as you're giving them the requirements for how to be a part of your Beachbody Challenge. Choose the workout program. This is another real key thing that we learned from our coaches while we were out there, that it's really important to be program specific. Why? I'll tell you what, when you're doing Insanity, P90X, Slim and 6, whatever it is for the first time, and you're on day 1, day 2, day 3, and somebody else is feeling your pain, you can relate to each other. And that's where that camaraderie begins to develop and the relationships with each other in this small group. Invite, one of the most important steps that you're going to be able to have a lot of fun with. Invite people to join your challenge group of 5. You've heard us say this over and over because it's an easy, attainable number. It also gives a chance for everybody to hear and see each other. You can use things such as e-bike, Facebook, and email, or face-to-face. And I can tell you, we've got some great stories from coaches who've just been out doing their wear and share, and they get in the conversation, they say, well, you know what? I've actually got a Beachbody Challenge group starting in another 15 days. I'd love to share with you about it. So it gives you a great opportunity even to do while you're out and about. And of course, a lot of success in helping people be aware of your challenge at your Fit Club, for those of you who have Fit Clubs. Share. Sharing your challenge information is going to be really important. You can do it a couple of ways. As I said earlier, you can do it at your Fit Club. So let's say you have your Fit Club going, and you can invite people after the Fit Club as they're trying their Shakeology to say, hey, just stay a few minutes. I want to share with you the requirements for getting into my next Beachbody Challenge group. You can also do it online in Facebook. For those of you who like to use social media to invite, just make sure you use that event page to list all of the requirements, such as your kickoff date, your order date, and what workout program, so they know their requirements in order to get into your challenge. So that's important. Understand those rules and that accountability and that commitment. The cleaner, the more concise you are at communicating that information, your challenge is going to be a slam dunk. And you're going to hear some of those great successes in just another minute or two. Customers and coaches under sponsor are both going to be engaging with you in this Beachbody Challenge. You're going to find not only will you have customers that come in, brand new customers, but you'll also have individuals who will get very excited and interested in becoming a coach. So you will have a makeup of both in your challenge. You want to make sure you're forming a private Facebook group page for these individuals. Let them know that you'll be inviting them into that page, and it's going to be exclusive just for them to share with one another. You're going to be conducting weekly check-ins, and you're going to complete the entire program with them. Remember, you're there to support them every step of the way. So that means you don't just get them in and abandon them, have a good time. No, you're going to be there. You're a coach. That's what you're doing. And you're going to build some of the most amazing relationships with these customers. We've heard it from coaches over and over. These are customers that remain customers for a lifetime. So here's what we learned as I had an opportunity to work with some of our wonderful coaches who volunteered to be a part of our beta test group. We learned, for example, that they had, and you have an opportunity to have, more enrollments each month. They saw more volume per participating coach in the challenge. As you can see here, anywhere from 90 to 540. More coaches were enrolling someone. That's huge. When you hear these stories coming up, and more money in the hands of coaches right away. That's key. So here is a couple of points I'm going to cover with you now. I want to bring up to the stage two wonderful coaches who've been a part of the beta test group. They're going to share their stories with you. Please welcome to the stage McCallister, 11-star diamond coach, and Lindsay Matway, 5-star diamond coach. Oh, you guys, I tell you, it has been so much fun to be out here working with these two. They've done a phenomenal amount of work on our behalf to help share really great information. So one of the things we learned is that there is a great deal of success when you limit that group to 5 people. So for example, here you see a post by Stephanie Richardson. She said, I've been doing my groups of 5. I tell them about the pack. If they already have a program, I'm required to make sure that they are a club member and that they're also on Shakeology so that everybody in that group has all 3 elements the same. And to be in that group, these are the tools for success. So that's really important. Take some notes on that one. And now what I'd like to do is bring Lindsay up center stage here, have her share what her experience is, as she's been working with the Beachbody Challenge with her coaches, the 3 things that she's found that are so important, and she's going to share how she invited people into her challenge. Lindsay?
Thank you, Denise. So, as bigger coaches, you guys are all doing really well in your business, and you tend to get more and more of your time going towards your organization. And I fell in love with this business for a reason, because Beachbody changed my life through P90X, and I wanted to pass that forward to other people. And what happens, as I got pulled away, I lost my roots. My roots are with my customers and helping them see their own potential. And so what the challenge has allowed me to do is to bring back those roots and water them again, because it made me a better coach being a part of these groups. I get to experience the whole entire process. So I go and find those 5 people, and yeah, the rebirth is weird. I find those 5 people, and I get to know them. I listen to their bio, I have them list out their goals, and I try to put them with people that are like them. So if it's 5 moms, 5 young girls, 5 men trying to bulk, and that way they can feed off each other. And what I noticed was happening, as these people started to get to know one another, they started to coach each other. And in just 1 week, of the 15 people, because I had 3 groups of 5, I already had 2 sign-ups as coaches, because they realized there's something special about this. I love that feeling of being that encourager, which is what we are as coaches. And as this next 3 weeks have gone by, remember, just 15 people. I've had 5 coach signups out of the 15. 1/3 found that inner voice that said, this is my DNA, this is what I'm meant to do. Now, to get those people started on my Getting Started Right call, I'm not talking to them about becoming an emerald. I'm talking to them about starting their first challenge group, and it becomes so natural for them to think about the 5 people that they really want to impact to start their first group and start building their business, as you guys saw. Those were the 3 things. So, 1, I found my voice again, my authenticity as a coach, to be able to work with customers one-on-one again, and split my time 50-50 again. 2, that coaches are naturally progressing. Our customers are naturally progressing into coaches. And then 3, those people are able to take that inner voice that said, this is what I'm meant to do, and run with it, instead of being so overwhelmed with the back office. So, they asked me to share, and I have this in my hand. I have some room. They wanted me to share my email with you guys that I send people when they say that they're interested in learning about the challenge. So go ahead and read it to you. It says, as many of you know, my team and I have run challenges in the past, and they've all been very successful. However, I feel that in some ways, because of the large number of participants in the challenges, people have been slipping through the cracks. It's been a little too easy for people to go back to their old ways of life. As a coach, that kills me. I want to see you guys change. Not physically, not just physically, but I want to see your confidence levels rise. I want to see you start to believe in what's possible for yourself again. And I want to see you become stronger inside and out. So I've decided to run a new kind of challenge. This challenge group would only have 5 members. They'd all be doing the same workout program, starting on the same day, and all would be replacing 1 meal a day with Shakeology. And yes, if you do not have Shakeology, that would mean you would have to be willing to invest it. Because if I'm going to be investing my time with working one-on-one with you, I need to know that you're willing to invest in your health first. Because each member will be starting at a different weight and have different goals, we'll also be using the Beachbody Club membership to customize a specific meal plan for you to reach your goals and get the best possible results. Even better, by being a club member, you'll actually save 10% on all your Beachbody purchases. If you're not already, sign up under me as your coach. Go ahead and go to this link. And together, the 6 of us will begin our 90-day journey, checking in every day without exception. I believe I'll be giving these 5 people my cell phone number for anytime access, so that if you need anything, you can call me. And you better believe that if I don't hear from you on that group, I'm going to be calling you. This is a commitment on my part and yours. Hence why I said these people have to be willing to change their life. But I do believe this is something that's not only going to make me a better coach for having gone through it, but it will leave you 5 completely transformed in the end. If you'd like to be considered and are willing to make all the commitments above, what are you waiting for? Write me back right now and let me know that you're willing and ready to take the Beachbody Challenge. Thanks, guys.
So we're making those groups exclusive, and you can tell posture really sells, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, here's another key point I want to touch on, and that is, as you're making those groups exclusive, that posture sells the products. So here, a posting, as you can see, that came into Facebook as another one of our members in this beta test group, Christina Richardson says, an idea from one of my star diamonds. If you have your 5, then you can even mention them being placed on a waiting list for the next group. Make it something they really, really want. Imagine they are marking their calendars with the 3rd group out because they will be the group they might be able to get into. And we've seen that happen naturally and organically as coaches have been going out there and starting these challenge groups. Another thing, as you just heard from Michael today, he already announced to you that you have some great packs, and this was a request that came in from Jessica Mathis. Can we have some packs to make this even easier? Now I want you to hear from another one of our coaches, her personal story, as she talks about, as she was out there, both new and dormant coaches benefited from the program. And I've asked Melissa to also share with you the 3 things that she found were most important from starting a Beachbody Challenge. Melissa?
Raise of hands, how many of you have kind of already done like your own Beachbody Challenge? Maybe through social media? Pretty awesome, right? What I have noticed in Denise, the very first challenge I did, I actually included her as a member. And so she can attest to this. You hear the coolest things. Like, this is the first time that I'm ever able to tell someone that I've completed a program. Or I would not have gotten as far as I did if it wasn't for this group. So these things are very, very powerful, and what they do is they make it so our customers actually reach their goals. And so not only our customers, but I think it really helps our coaches reach their goals as well. I have a coach, the first post, oh, it's me. The first post, her name is Takitha, and she had been a customer of mine, or a coach of mine, excuse me, for probably about a year. And she's one of those coaches that are active and inactive and active. And every time I would talk to her, she would tell me, I have talked to everybody about Beachbody. She lives in Dallas, Texas. And she's talked to everybody. So what we did was we sat down and we put together an insanity challenge for her. It blew up. She was so humbled by the response that she got from people on social media that wanted to do an insanity challenge with her. So that first month she got 1,200 personal volume points, a ton of commission, and now the second month she's recruiting coaches. So she's absolutely on fire with this business. Now this business has done, or these challenges have done a lot for me as well. I've managed by the hair of my chinny chin chin to hit Success Club 10 every month this year so far. I mean, it's the 29th of the month. I've got 9 Success Club points, and I'm wondering what preschool friend I have not mentioned Shakeology to. So doing these challenges has made Success Club 10 a cinch. It really, really has. So they help our customers reach their goals, and they help our coaches reach their goals as well. The 3 things that I want you to think of when you do these challenges, number 1, is to get really, really engaged at the beginning. Now, I do a lot of social media challenges, and what I learned was they don't know each other very well. And so being the icebreaker is really important. Make jokes, ask a lot of questions so that they start to engage with one another. And before you know it, they don't even talk to you. They've made a new best friend in this challenge, and they support one another. The second thing I want to talk about is to pay close attention to the conversations and the questions that they ask one another. And you can just kind of stealth your way in there. You'll hear someone mention that their knees hurt, joint support. Someone mentions that they're sore, results in recovery. Too busy to eat their meal, P90X bar. So pay close attention to that, because you can introduce them to some of our incredible products besides Shakeology. And then of course the third and the last one is to really watch these people, because leaders are going to emerge. What's going to happen is you're going to notice some people are going to take your job away from you, and they will become leaders themselves. And they're the people that you want to call on the phone and say, wow, you are really, really good at encouraging and helping others. I need you. I need you. I need you to help me in this trend. Join the community. And they become a coach. And that's it.
From them firsthand. Another point I want to make real quickly, because you've already heard it from both of them, and that is that you'll be able to recruit coaches from your challenge group. So both of them have had an opportunity to do that with the challenges already, and it happens naturally and it happens organically just by having your group. So now, ladies, thank you very much, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage consultant for business and all about leadership, Mr. Craig Holliday.
Okay, I just got a few minutes here. I want to talk about, if I'm you leaving here, how I'm going to promote this in my organization. Okay, how we're going to move forward with this. All of you know in your groups, and I remember building my business, we all have, I don't know, I think I'm not sure my right slides. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. We all have transporters. That's what we have in our groups. Those are the people that transport the information to your people. We all need to have those. We all need to know who they are. And if you're not sure who they are, you need to find out. Those are kind of your players, right? If I say, who are your players? You know, I remember sitting down with Robert Hutchins looking at his business when I don't know what the start I knew was, and says, I want to go 15 stars. So we got to find your players. Who are the players that are going to get you to 15 star? Who are the players that you can engage and work with to get you to the next level in the business? And so for all of us, we got to determine who those people are. And then our responsibility is to leave here and go talk to them. Right? It's not going to happen if you don't promote it. The greatest businesses, the greatest successes in this business are the best promoters of the things that we have and the opportunities that we have. Now here's the key. If you look at this slide, make sure it's up. Okay, it says customer challenge group, coach challenge group. What you've been doing to build your business, like 90 days to diamond, how to start a new coach effectively, that's not going to change. Because I want to get a coach started right away. I want to get a list of names for them. I want to help them do 3-way calls. I want to help them build their business. But what we're going to do now is, if I'm you and I leave here and I sponsor a coach this week, my getting started right interview is going to be the same one it's been before, but I'm now introducing the Team Beachbody Challenge as part of my GSR. And it's just going to automatically be, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some 3-way calls. We're going to get you some coaches. We're going to get you started on the networking side. But here's what we're also going to do. We're going to go out there and we're going to find 5 people who want to change your life. We're going to find those 5 people, and guess what? Those of you who I've worked with know my formula for breaking a diamond, or my formula for success is this. I do it, ... I do it, you watch, ... You do it, I watch, ... You do it. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make that get started in the business, and we all know that, is they get in and they go from I do it to you do it. And they pass everything in between. The I do it, you watch, you do it, I watch, you do it. And that's the way, so when we start this challenge and we move out from here, as you go home, you find out, you sit down and you make your list, who are my transporters? Who are the ones that I can get with and get excited about? Because you're the visionary in your organization. You're the one in your organization. Your success with this Team Beachbody Challenge will be based totally on you and what you're willing to do moving forward, and transporting your vision and your excitement and what can happen in your group from you to them. And that's what we do every time we get on the mentor call, right? Whether it's their personal growth, whether it's their business growth, we transfer our vision for them to them. And like we said, I believe in you, you believe what I believe about you. I believe in this Team Beachbody Challenge, you'll believe what I believe about the Team Beachbody Challenge. So we have to take responsibility and moving forward with that. Now if you look at this tree, I love this logo that we've used today. If you look at this tree at the top, you've got the big tree, and those of you that I've worked with personally know that, see the roots down below? See those roots that are going down below? Okay? If you're the tree, that's your organization. Those roots, that's your organization too. So everybody from you that's ever been in the business, from you downward, that's your business. So when you think about calling people, you think about getting your transporters, you think about the people you're personally going to work with, they have to be way down in those roots. We need to go down, and you need to leave here this weekend, and you need to make a list of who are my transporters. Who are the people I'm going to go home, and this week I'm going to get on the phone with them, and I'm going to tell them about this challenge, and then we're going to set up their plan for their team. Because every one of your existing coaches have to today, or Monday, start their own 5-person challenge, right? Every one of your personally sponsored coaches, everyone you're working with now, I'm going to help them establish those teams. Everybody I bring in the business moving forward, they're going to have a team too. And then what I'm going to do is, what do we talk about? Accountability. I'm going to, those team challenges, those Beachbody Challenge teams, I'm going to do the first call with them. I'm going to help pick those people. I'm going to help them, I'm going to be the one to introduce them to this business. Because unless there's a transporter that can really are capable of doing it themselves, I have to do it. Right? I do it. You watch. Okay, so I'm going to be the one to do it. So I'm going to create accountability. Then we're going to set the goals. Here we're going to do 90 days. We're going to do P90X. We're going to do Shakeology. And I'm going to be the one to introduce them, because the brand new coaching you have, they're kind of like, yeah, I really want to do this, and I've got some friends that really need to get in shape, but I don't really want, I do it. You watch. Right? So if I'm making the call, and I'm calling people, and I'm helping put the team together, and I do the first team call for them, they're watching. Right? And then you do it and I watch. And so now we create accountability. Maybe it's a monthly call, a weekly call, whatever it is, for this team of 5. And we're going to see results from that. And along the journey, and this is one of the powerful parts I believe about this, along the way, we're going to find out who on that team really would be a great coach. Because who's the one on the phone every week getting back with you? Who's the one who's really engaged? And it's going to give you an opportunity to really see who the people are on that team challenge that aren't even coaches yet, but you know they can be. And then at the end of those 90 days, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to the second level. I'm going to start doing what? I'm going to start getting underneath. I'm going to build their second. Each one of them are going to have their own team in 90 days. So if you think about you driving that, and you're the ones that believe in it, you're the ones that are excited about it. Because some of you will make a mistake. You'll go home from here and you'll let Beachbody, all their advertising, whatever comes out, you'll let that be your only promotion for this new Beachbody Challenge. And you know what? You're going to be the loser because of it. Your business will lose. You won't promote. Your business won't grow if you allow that to happen. So you leave here, number one, with a conviction that I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it with GSRs. I'm going to do it when I get people started, man. I'm going to get them their own team. I'm going to help see that. You know, I mean, look at The Biggest Loser, right? I mean, that show is phenomenal. Those of you people that watch it, every time you watch it, I'm crying, man. I know that surprises some of you, but it's like I get tears watching that. And it's never about the big weight loss. It's about the accountability and life change and personal growth. And see, we got that with the Team Beachbody Challenge. Oh my gosh, what an opportunity to take 5 people and watch their life change, and to be involved in that. And on that journey along the way, they're going to want to, probably some are going to want to be coaches with you. A chance for us to just really get involved in, I guess, kind of like Carl talks about, be what we say we are. We say we want life change, we say we want to help people. This is going to give us a chance to truly get that. And not just to sponsor them, not just to sign them up as a coach, but to really change their life, to be able to work as a team. And then build relationships. I guarantee you, my personally sponsored coaches I'm going to sponsor moving forward, when I've set up their team challenge, and I get those 5 people on there, I'm going to build relationships with those 5 people. I'm going to check in on them myself. I'm going to communicate with them. I'm going to encourage them. I'm going to be able to see life change because of what they're doing and what's going on in their lives. But I'm going to take responsibility for that. So really what we're talking about, again, excuse me, what we're talking about again is two things. One, I'm going to get coaches started the way I always have. You know, those of you who listen to my How to Start a New Coach CD. Okay, I'm going to get on there. We're going to, we're going to make the list of names. I'm going to call the first 5, help them call the first 5 people. Those are the people that I know are coaches, that want to be coaches, that want to network. They want to bring them in their team. And then we're also going to take this second step and go, now let's talk about this. This is going to be outrageous. Who are 5 people you know right now, or 4 people you know right now that need to change their life physically? In other ways too, but really physically as well. You know, my brother or my aunt. Say, great, let's get them on the phone. I want to talk to them. I just want to tell them what our plan is. I want to tell them what we're going to be doing. We're going to tell them that for the first time maybe in their life they have a support system. They have a support system of people that we're going to be with you every which of the way. We've got the product for you to get on. We've got some workouts we're going to do every day. And you know what? I'm going to be there with you the whole way. And you take that kind of responsibility. So you put that team together. And I promise you guys to be able to see that person, that new coach, be profitable, start making money right away. And then those people along the way start to see, God, this is pretty cool. This is what Beachbody, this is who we are. So in a sense, I kind of look at it as, it gives us a chance to step in and live the real flesh life of who we really are. And do it on a weekly basis with a bunch of people that aren't even, you're not even getting them in to sponsor them as coaches. You're getting them in just to change their life. Like these people, like the people that were on the message board, you know, Tracy and Hudge and Fitz, they used to do that all the time. There was never a company, there was never a profit that came from it. They just did it because they loved people. And that's what we are, and that's who you are. So to be able to do that with this, I mean, to me, it's just such a perfect thing for us, what these guys have created from a company perspective. And I tell you what, I'm a coach, I'm leaving here excited. And I'm going to figure out, just like what you guys did with the team challenge, I'm going to figure out how many teams am I going to have? How many teams am I going to have in the next 30 days? And I'm going to go out and I'm going to put them together. I'm going to make the calls I need to my transporters. My vision is going to be embedded in their hearts and their souls. I'm going to sell this thing to them. Because I know in my business, as I was building my business, when I got excited about something, and I believed it, and I lived it, and I did it, my folks stood up and rose up and did great things. But you know, it's always, I talk about leadership, what? You have to be it. You have to live that. You have to be that person. That's the opportunity that we have. You know, and I think a big thing, again, is we're gonna, you know, I do it, right? I do it, you watch. You do it, I watch. You do it. Some of you have big organizations, you have a lot of you-doers. They're out there building their business. You don't even need, you talk to them once in a while. But all the people in here, because I know your businesses and I know where you're at, you're still the I do it stage. So you sponsor somebody and say, watch me. Watch me make the calls and help you sponsor people. Watch me make the calls and help you put your team of 5 together. Watch what we do in the first call. Listen to what I say. Listen to how I say it. And you get out there and you communicate at that level, and now someone goes, okay, this is duplication, I can do this. And I guarantee you, in those 90 days that I'm working with my challenge group, or the Beachbody challenge group, at the end of those 90 days, they're prepared and ready now to do the same thing I did with them. Because I've been there for them, accountability, relationships, those kinds of things. So again, you enroll the first 2, they listen to you, you enroll the next 2, you listen to them, they enroll their next 2, and they enroll. So it's the same thing, okay? So I'm gonna find those people for you. Don't just go out there and just say, here's what you need to do. Do it with them. Find out your transporters when you leave here. Make a list right now when you leave here today. How many people, how many teams am I gonna have? And as you sponsor new people coming forward over the days and the months, as you put new players in the business and new coaches in the business, your GSR, just take this whole idea of, hey, you're gonna build your business, but we're also gonna build this team of life change. Because that's what we're about. You guys do that and go out there, even this last quarter, you're gonna see incredible results. Because some of you are gonna have 25, 35, 45 teams that are making profit, that are building, that are making money, and that are living every day the example, right? You're the ones with flesh on. Let me close with a story. I remember a story that I read once about this little girl comes running, thunder and lightning in her house. She runs and jumps in her parents' bed, and she goes, I'm so afraid. And her dad says, hey, baby, it's okay. I'm gonna take you back to bed. You know, it's okay. You don't have to be afraid. She said, but Daddy, I'm afraid. He goes, did you know, it's kind of, Jesus is with you. And you know what she said? I know, Daddy, but right now I need someone with skin on. And I thought that was good. I said, you got your skin on. That's who you are. That's who you are to your people. You live it. You get excited about it. Get your transporters and transport the dream of what this company can be and what we really are. And I promise you, your business the last quarter will blow your mind. Thanks, you guys, for letting me.
There you have it. On the way home, I heard of a new restaurant that opened in LA. They have this great dish. Instead of just giving you